Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 8, Episode 14. We're going to start off with the tour of Jamaica. This is Peter's hometown, so he decides to take the group out to show them where he come from, introduce them to his auntie and uncle. He ain't seen them in like 20 years, so, it's good to, see his family, introduce him to his wife, his friends, and whatnot. But Kenya, she decided she didn't want to go. After she didn't, Sheree and ran up her and when ran and told her how basically Cynthia downgraded their friendship. Kenya's like, what I need to go on that? Where I need to go see Peter? Tell me, I got my man right here. I don't need to be seeing no tour of Jamaica. I'm perfectly fine right here. So Cynthia, she's upset because she's like, somebody decided to carry their tail up her and tell Kenya how I was downgrading our relationship. But Cynthia says, she loves Kenya. Her and Kenya will be friends, but they are not best friends. They will never be as close as she and Nene were. It's like nobody can, fill that void. So they go to where Peter's auntie and uncle was at. He was showing them how, you just grab your fish, they cook it for you, and bam, bam, it's done. Everybody seems to be having a good time, relaxing, chilling, enjoying that good company. Kenya and Matt, they somewhere at the spa in the tub, which I like. When I see scenes like this, it just doesn't seem realistic. Like, I'm in the tub with my husband these people, they're in the tub and then the camera crew is just right there. It's it just doesn't seem realistic. We just sitting there talking while the camera crew, the producer, and the sound man are all just sitting there watching. It just didn't seem realistic to me. So the group gets back to their hotel, then the ladies decide to have a nightcap. It's Nina's okay, I'm tired of this. So she goes up to Kenya's room hey, Kenya, why don't you come downstairs? The ladies, we having a nightcap. Why don't you come join us? And she was what, ever since you got back in town, Cynthia, she's acting called some type of way. But, Nina was she was crying on the bus. She enjoyed your friendship. She loved your friendship. It's just, she didn't say this, but she was basically, you cannot, fill the void, that she had for me. It's not gonna happen. She's your friend. We all friends. Nene, she's on this whole new thing. I'm in a good place. I just want everybody to get along. So Kenya decides to come down there and have a nightcap with the girl. While this is going on, Matt, he's with the fellas, and they ask him questions, his age, and how old are you? He's like, how old I am? It's if I knew, I wouldn't be ask you. Matt is 28 years old. Matt is younger than me. Okay, but anyways, Greg's you got any kids? He's nah. It's what's wrong with you? But this is Greg. Greg old school. You ain't got no kids in a certain age. Can you have kids? What's wrong with you? But this is Greg trying to be shady and trying to be mean. It's just yeah, alright. He's you alright? Greg alright. Greg got kids. So that's one thing. And Peter was okay. And at one point, Peter and Matt had this whole back and forth thing going on. Peter asked them questions it's what we going through, this is all about. Peter don't know Matt. Matt don't know Peter. So why Peter thought it was a good idea to be interrogating this man, we should just be sitting here talking, have a good time, get to know each other. But Matt's what, we can step outside if you want, if we can do that, but Peter's I'm going somewhere, you and your crazy, y'all belong together, y'all both crazy. I'm Peter, why are you interrogating this man like that? Are you the old dude in the group that you gotta make sure everybody is cool to make something don't go down, or you gotta be that person that just make people feel uncomfortable and not want to be around with you? It's what's going on? Greg, he did ask him, how old are you? You 28 and you ain't got no kids? Can you have kids? Stuff like that. He wasn't trying to be mean, but Peter over here okay, so what's going on? What you doing? I'm well, Peter, why? Why are we doing this? So now we got Kenya over here insinuating that Kim's husband might be gay. And let her tell it, it's been rumors in the industry for the longest time about this. So they all sitting there, they're where Kim at? Kim, she is resting because she has a full day tomorrow to get this Marshall, is what they're calling it, together, and making sure things are alright. She's over there talking about something. Yeah, I didn't heard things. Yeah, they call him Chrissy and not Three's Company. And they sitting there Nini's girl, shut up. And Sheree and Cynthia's okay, this is wrong. We over here talking about this woman and her husband. But I was This is very deja vu, because didn't Kenya do the same thing to Portia a few years ago, talking about some she was her husband's beard? Like, really, this is what we're doing? Like, her and Portia was cool, then Portia did one thing, the next thing you know, your husband's gay, you're his beard, and now this thinking. My thing, she's like, I've been heard in the industry, there's been rumors throughout the years. Maybe I'm wrong to say this, but I didn't know that Kenya was that high up in, the entertainment business to know what's going on. Just saying. But let her tell it, yeah, I worked with, Kim back in the day, and I heard rumors. I didn't know Kim and her husband was together back then. Maybe I'm wrong, but y'all, all means, if I am wrong, y'all correct me on that. But I didn't know that Kim and her husband was together back then. For Kenya to say, well, I worked with her back then. Like, if you worked with her back then, was she married back then? I don't know, but I was like, I wouldn't feel the conversation, because Kenya, she loves to, put her 2 cents on everybody's relationship and what they should be doing. But soon somebody says something about her man and what she doing, oh, she ready to fight. She ready to bring them claws out. She ready to do this, that, and the third. So I was like, that whole situation, I didn't feel comfortable. But like the ladies, they, punched in, and he was like, yeah, he did have some snapbacks. They was like agreeing, but they wasn't full on saying, yes, I believe that this man is gay. But I'm like, this not your man, whether he is or not, which I don't think he is, but hey, this is just my opinion. But Kenya got to keep the storyline going, because she ain't what she got going on. She got her 28-year-old man. She getting her house together, which is that house together. I mean, it's been past December 31st, so it's her house together, it's Sheree's house together. These are some questions we should be asking. It's the day of the Marshall, as they're calling it, and they're on, the boat. Cynthia and Kim, they done already got there early to get things done, because the rest of the group, they like slow in molasses. So they done got there getting shots together. Phaedra, she like part-time flirting with Matt on the bus, talking about something. What was y'all doing? Where's their eggplants there? Ooh, y'all was in the wet room, y'all was doing this, that, and third. And Kim's like, okay, you over here flirt with my man? Yeah, it is not fun when somebody's flirting with your man in front of you, is it, Kenya? Because when you doing the same thing with Apollo, or just a few seasons ago, yeah, now that the shoe's on the other foot, it don't feel so good, do it? Matt's over here, like, all kinds of uncomfortable. Like, he ain't used to these kind of people, like, just blatantly asking questions. Like, yeah, he's looking so uncomfortable at this time. Like, if he could, he would have turned, like, blood red. Like, he just did not know what to do. Kenya was like, oh, my goodness. This man is not used to being around folks like this. And how dare Phaedra over trying to, I guess since she ain't got her man, he liked him, she gonna try to flirt with mine. Yeah, it don't feel good, do it. Still reeling at the fact that, she not gonna be the one, directing and producing the commercial. Kenya's over here throwing all kind of shades at the call list. Like, oh, I'm not even on this call list. They don't even have emergency contact. They don't say we have hair and makeup. They don't even say about this, that, and the third. Like, this is very unprofessional. This looks very generic. I'm like, she was getting on my nerve. And then when they finally do get to the beach, Kenya's like, you know what? If I'm not even on the call sheet, I ain't even got to be here. Matt, let's hop on this doggone paddle boat and let's paddle to the middle of the ocean. Because clearly they don't need us right now. Like, everybody else they are having, like, a good time. They playing, they doing their roles. Just having a good old time. Kenya's over there just want to be the party pooper, basically. It's not about her, so she's not about the party. So her and Matt just over there by themselves. And now Cynthia, she's feeling some type of way, like, I thought we got all past this. Like, this is the reason we got into this little argument in the first place about this commercial. And now as the commercial is going on, you out there in the middle of the ocean on the paddle boat with Matt. When y'all do get off the paddle boat, y'all over there away from the group and all this stuff. So now Cynthia's like, okay, I'm mad. Kenya's steady throwing shade, talking about something. This is not a beautiful beach like I thought it was. Me, I thought it was very beautiful. But I guess Kenya, she had other ideas. But, Kim, she did her thing. She was making sure everybody was together and making sure things was going just as fine. It was like, I felt the tension. It's like Kenya, she just wanted to make it about her. And maybe by doing this, like her like not even want to participate is want to make people talk about her and then like try to bring her into something. That's what I think was going on with Kenya. When it's not about her, she likes to show out, she likes to leave, she likes to make a scene so it can be all about her. So they had decided to have like a little get together, like we didn't did this commercial and everybody's happy, they done had a good time. They's like, oh well, we love your husband Kim, your husband's so funny, he's so this, he's so that, he's a multi-talented person. Sure, she not really liking the fakeness that's going on, so she was like, Kim, there were some words spoken about your husband and insinuating that he might be gay. And then it just went off like that. I hate when they do episodes like that. I guess that's going to draw you back in. But, like, if they had continued that, it would have been fine for me. And then we could have discussed the aftermath of it. But just cut it off right then and there. And we don't know what the, like, how people was gonna react. Kenya's over looking like, yep, I said it and I'll say it again. I've done before and I've done it. I'll do it again. Yes, if I'm mad at you, I'm gonna probably bring out all the doggone weaponry that I got. So that was the gist that went on. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment or video response. And like always, I want to thank the subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. And remember to subscribe because it's free. So, this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.